Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today. And in this part of the Cricket Happening Show, well, the writing was definitely on the wall. It was only a matter of when the match would finish between South Africa and New Zealand. In fact, South Africa wrapped up the proceedings pretty quickly, going to win by an innings on 193 runs in the second and final test, which also brought an end to the test series, and South Africa won it in a very convincing fashion, 2-0. They totally dominated in all the departments of the game and rolled out the New Zealanders for 211 in their second day, winning the match by an innings on 193 runs and also winning the series 2-0. So South Africa continues to be the #1 team in Test cricket. Now, as far as I'll be talking about that, and then I would do a brief preview of the third one-day international, which is coming up between India and England, which is going to be played at Kochi. New Zealand yesterday, as you know, they were really battling it out there. They had made 121 for 4. They had just pushed on the score, and Brownlee and Brian Watling was really battling it out. Yes, today the battle couldn't last much. In fact, the first to go today was Watling, but what was good about it was Watling was very aggressive. He played some very good strokes, and he looks to be a very compact player. Looks to be a very good wicketkeeper batsman in the making. In fact, Dale Steyn has gone to the extent of even praising him, saying that Vijay Watling is a very difficult player. I mean, that really shows that Watling definitely has some real flair for batting, and also he has that capacity to actually stay at the crease. So Brian Watling, who was the highest scorer, in fact he had an identical score of what he had in the first innings by contributing 63 runs with 11 fours. But he was the only real positive that New Zealand could take out of this particular match. But well, it augurs well for the future. You have a wicketkeeper batsman in Brian Watling who could contribute, and that would be something good. So Brian Watling 63 with 11 boundaries. After that, in fact, sorry, the first wicket to go was Brownlee actually. Brownlee got to his 50 and he contributed 53 with 8 fours. He was the first wicket to go when Callis actually took his wicket. Colin Munro was out. He was, as you know, he made a duck in the first innings, but yes, he saved himself from that. He contributed 15 runs with 3 boundaries, becoming a victim of Markle. After that, Watling, after doing some very good battle and also playing some very fine strokes, was out for 63 with 11 fours. And then it was Dale Steyn. Dale Steyn was what I probably the ploy for Graham Smith, the captain, was to keep Dale Steyn away and see how the spinners do. So basically, he went with all the other bowlers than Steyn, and only introduced Steyn at the later stage of the game. And well, Steyn really finished it off. As he soon came in, he just picked up wickets because he had only the tail-enders to really bowl to, and he did a perfect job as he does best. Bracewell was gone for a duck. Neil Wagner was caught behind of Steyn for 4. Trent Boult was a victim of Markle for 3, thus bringing an end to this New Zealand innings at 211. It was always on the cards. So a massive win by an innings and 193 runs for South Africa. Steyn, in fact, he was given the man of the match because he took 5 for 17 in the first, as you know, and took 3 for 48 in the second. 15.4 overs, 2 maidens, 48 runs and 3 wickets. One probably would have thought that Hashim Amla could have got the man of the match, but well, the selectors thought in the context of things, Dale Steyn's performance was something which was real man of the match stuff. Morning Markle, 16 overs, 6 maidens, 2 for 36. Kleinveld had a good game, 15 overs, 8 maidens, 44 runs and 2 wickets. Robin Peterson and Albert Peterson actually playing in their home crowd in Port Elizabeth. 26 overs, 13 maidens, 47 runs and 2 wickets for the left-armer Robin Peterson. Callis 9 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 18. Smith 1 over for 10 runs, and Albert Peterson 4 overs, none for 6. Man of the match went to Dale Steyn of Australia, of South Africa. Well, the only thing that I would like to talk about here is about the New Zealand team. Now, New Zealand team, now they are going to next get themselves prepared for the one-day internationals. As you know, 3 one-day internationals are going to be played. And for New Zealand, looking at the series, just getting some time here, just to review their team here, things are not been looking good for New Zealand, unfortunately. Martin Guptill has been a big question mark. He plays his drive. He likes to drive it straight very well. But what has been the problem? He has been nicking a lot of balls behind the wicket. So that has been a problem with Martin Guptill. Also, he has been a bit late with his bat before the ball jags in and hits the stumps. Brendan McCullum, as a captain, he has been really struggling. He is having a young team with him who is just, I would say, in the real, just trying to learn to walk right now. So Brendan McCullum has a big task on hand, being the captain. I thought Brendan McCullum. I'm sure the New Zealanders would definitely persist with Brendan McCullum for quite a long, just for him to get a good understanding with his boys and then probably help his team rally. Kane Williamson, again, he has been a real story where Kane Williamson definitely needs to do something, because the problem with Kane Williamson that one has been seeing right through in any test series he plays has been his consistency factor. Now consistency is very, very important in test cricket, and Kane Williamson, yes, he's very talented, he's very classy, he can play some effortless strokes, but what is the bottom line? That you have to score runs, which is absolutely lagging as far as Kane Williamson is concerned. Kane Williamson needs to pick it up pretty quickly. Dean Brownlee, well, he got a century, as you know, in that first test, and so Dean Brownlee, I thought, was the person who had a very, very good series, because he contributed with the bat in each and every test match. In the first test match he had a century, the second test match he went on to score 53. He battled very hard there. Daniel Flynn has been another person who has been really, really searching for form. He was out for a duck. Brian Watling, as I said, has been the good thing to happen for New Zealand because he has been pretty consistent in his only opportunity that he got, scoring identical scores of 63 in both the innings. So he has been looking good. The Colin Munro, we saw that he took 2 wickets, but it is very early to talk about him. The bowling has been looking good in the sense Doug Bracewell has been really, really sharp, getting the ball to bounce of good length, and he has been really hitting the batsman. So that is a sign of a very, very good bowler who can really generate some pace and bounce on the pitch. So Doug Bracewell is something which is good. Neil Wagner, yes, they definitely missed Southey's bowling, there is no doubt about it. Ross Taylor's batting was missed, according to me, which should have really, really held up this particular New Zealand innings very well. Neil Wagner, he's a very, very aggressive type of bowler, and that's what is needed as far as test cricket is concerned. You need some aggressive young bowlers. Neil Wagner is of that sort. Trent Bolt, he has been very, very good with his ball, but again, you need good support from the other bowlers too. But Trent Bolt, he did his job, I thought. Jitan Patel, the off spinner, probably could have done much better than what he really bowled. I would say you could have bowled much better than that. But I thought the New Zealand batting the problem has been the batting department, but not. Let me also tell you something here, that the South African bowling has been pretty sharp. It's a world-class bowling attack with Dale Steyn in the ranks with all pace and venom. Morning Morkel with his pace and bounce. Cleanville with his very, very awkward deliveries that he bowls. And look at it, New Zealand have lost this match even without. South Africa didn't even have their full bowling lineup. In fact, there is no one on Philander who reduced them to 45 in the first test match. So just imagine that. I thought New Zealand have to really pull their socks and play well. And Robin Peterson's bowling has been very, very impressive. He has been coming and taking wickets at the right time to put the pressure right on the New Zealanders. So I thought for South Africa, everything is going for them. They are really looking up as the world's #1 test team, no doubt about that. And they have a tour of Pakistan actually coming into South Africa. So that will be some real test, because Pakistan batsmen are in some good form. It will be very good to see how the Pakistani batsmen actually gauge the bounce of the South African bounce and play the South African bowlers. So that would be interesting. That would be a very keenly contested series in my opinion. Well, so now just moving out from here, I'm just going to do a brief preview. As you know, the third one-day international is coming up, and as you know, England are already in the lead in the series. And for England, well, it is all for India to really look into what they're going to do, because the problem for India has been that India, Gautam Gambhir has not been really looking so good as he has been really struggling, I would say. Virat Kohli has been another big problem for India. He has not been scoring runs. If you look at his record He has not been getting runs at all. Probably his highest is only 38 runs in the last maybe 3 or 4 or 5 matches, which is not good. Yuvraj Singh has been hitting, but again he has to get support from the other band. Suresh Raina has been contributing his might. MS Dhoni has been doing his bit too. Ravindra Jadeja probably needs to get some more runs under his belt. Now the bowling. Well, I would say that India is lacking a bowler in the like Zahir Khan, because Zahir Khan unfortunately has not been bowling well. And Zahir Khan's the problem for India has been that they need to bowl well at the death, and that has been a bit of a missing factor. The other day they experimented with Ashok Dinda, but he leaked a lot of runs. Ishant Sharma has not been looking the most strike bowler because he leaked 86 runs in the last match. And I'm also told that this pitch in Cochin is also going to be something of a similar as the previous match in Rajkot, because probably it is going to have lots of runs, so one has to wait and watch. Well, for India, Dhoni has just hinted at saying that death bowling is something that you need to really look at. Probably they might be tempted to give Shami Ahmed the chances. You know, Shami Ahmed bowled very, very impressively against Pakistan on his debut match, and I don't think that's a bad idea. But who are they going to drop? Whether it is going to be Ashok Dinda or Ishant Sharma? Probably it could be Ishant Sharma, and Shami Ahmed might get into the team. The spinning department, probably the England batsmen have really known they know how the Indian bowling is, so probably they have probably sorted out Ravichandran Ashwin's bowling there. And for England, well, everything is going for them. The only thing that they need to look at, well, their batting needs to be a bit more consistent, I thought. But Alistair Cook, Ian Bell is in good form. Kevin Peterson, Ian Morgan. Well, nothing to really talk about England batting. They are looking good. Joe Root, well, the other day he bowled, so that was good to see. James Treadwell was very impressive, and especially against the Indians, if any spinners pick up wickets, that has to really be commended. And on a pitch like that, which was a real feather bed for batting, James Treadwell, I thought, did a good job. But always the pressure is there when you have a big score, when the batsmen are going for broke, trying to get the runs. It's always a chance when the bowler actually flies the ball. There could be some wickets falling with catches taken in the deep, which is a lot of things happened like that too in the previous match, and James Treadwell was given the man of the match. But other than that, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I don't have anything else to share. So that is the match coming up on 15th of January between India and England at Kochi. As the second one-day international. So England have already, the first one-day international, England took the lead by winning it. For India, we'd definitely like to level it. Whether how the match goes, and as I said, I'm told that there's going to be a lot of runs on this pitch too, but how India and England are going to play, and whether India can really put it across England and actually level the series. Well, other than that, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I don't have anything else to say. As I've already been saying in this particular cricket show, that your response has been tremendous. Motivation has been commendable, and I really enjoy this cricket show. I mean, always talking with you, getting your comments, getting your suggestions. It has always been a pleasure. I'm very happy to see this cricket happenings really grow at a very good pace, which is very encouraging for me. But let me tell you, without you guys supporting the show, nothing could have been possible. Really thank you for this. From my heart, and this is something which whenever I have some time, when I find, I really take this opportunity to thank you all for this tremendous support that you have been giving me on this cricket show, which really makes me come again and again and do this cricket show and really I get a lot of pleasure I get from it. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, this is your host Ram, ending the show for today, but promising you that I'll be back tomorrow with a full report on the second one-day international between India and England, which is being played at Kochi. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram, signing off for the day. Thank you.